What's up, everybody? Welcome to TotallyAFan. I am your host, Taffy. This is the show where we go over everything in the world of movies, comics, video games, TV shows. Your fan and fanfare right here. With me, as always, is my friend Jesse.
Hi, I'm back.
He's back from doing family things.
Did you miss me? Nothing broke, right?
Nothing.
Everything's good?
Everything's good. So, guys, just as first of all, thank you guys for taking time out of your day to come hang out with us, as always. But this is the live stream where we talk about your fan and fanfare. We stream every Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you can't catch the live show for whatever reason, you can listen to the podcast. It goes live on Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, if you miss the podcast, you can catch clips from the show as well as full episode that gets sprinkled throughout YouTube throughout the week. And then Wednesday, we get the full show. So that's going to be about it for us today as far as introductions go. Doing a couple things here. Give me a quick moment. Jesse, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic.
That's great. Wonderful news.
You sound so professional. Got all your notes.
You know, it's been a while since I've done this, so
Last week?
Yeah.
We did this last week.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? Come on.
All right. So out in the market today, there is a Transformer figure that costs $700. And I'm not talking about a rare collectible, although it is a collectible. It's currently in the market right now. You can pay for it, and it's actually worth $700. And I'm talking about this self-transforming Optimus Prime. Now, it starts off in its truck form, and you tell it to transform, and he will go into his robot form. Now, what's cool is that he has almost like a breathing animation where like his body comes up and down, so it's as if he's there, he's moving. He also has a lot of other voiceover commands where it triggers different lines. One is in particular towards Megatron, but he famous catchphrases and things like that. Jesse, would you pay $700 for this amazing action figure?
No, because I'm normal and not a weeboo. I don't know. That's no $700, dude. That's an Xbox. That's a PS5. You know, come on, dude. Really? Like, I understand if you want those little figurines, like maybe like $100, but $700. Come on.
Yeah, I
You got
mean,
better things to do.
I mean, look. So like I said, while it is a collectible, it's not like a rare vintage figure. It's brand new. It's in the market, and I can definitely tell you that as time progresses and as we continue to move forward, right? The what do you call it? The average the average consumer is a collector. And so when they buy these things, they want a little bit higher quality. And I feel like a lot of toys are going into that market. We saw that happening with Power Rangers with the whole new Legacy line. Also, the current ones that they're doing, I forget what they're called, where they're releasing different generational Power Ranger figure. They know who their consumer is, and they're trying to appeal to that. Sorry. And I think this robot, I think, is a huge thing for Transformer fans, just to have a self-transforming toy. But I don't know. I'm in the boat with you about $700 for an action figure. I see. Now it's a big dude. Like I don't know. I think like, what was it, like 10 inches tall, I believe, maybe a little bit bigger than that. So I don't know. It's kind of worth it, but at the same time, look, if you don't got the money for it, probably not worth it.
I mean, I don't know. I'd pay $700 for a titty figure, though.
You know what?
One of them waifu statues. Clothing optional.
Clothing option. Jesus Christ, Jesse. I mean,
Why not?
look, some people pay that amount for those types of figures, right? Like back here, the Aspen statue that I have, I mean, that was like $500, but I bought it because it was a Michael Turner thing, and it was something I wanted to collect. It's something crazy that I wanted to collect that was Michael Turner related, so I made that investment. Or it's not even an investment, but I made that purchase, so I don't know, man. I don't know. Look, I think it's dope. If you got the money for it, get it because it's awesome as fuck. And if I had it back here, that'd be sick.
You have the money for it, invest it. Don't listen to Victor.
All right.
Buy some dog coin.
Oh yeah, get that dog coin. It's up in stocks right now, bud. All right, cool. Next. So Alfred Molina has confirmed that he is officially Doc Ock in the Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, the last we knew was that he got signed and that filming had started, but there wasn't any like, oh, is he on screen or sorry, is he on set filming or anything like that. There wasn't technically a like 100% confirmation, but in a interview with Vanity Fair, he went into a little bit about what it was like to shoot before versus shooting now, how he's a lot older, so it's harder for him to do certain movements. But considering how easy it was for them to do it last time, where he kind of just stood in place a lot, and it was the people with the arms for the realistic stuff. So he said that he talked a little bit about his previous experience as well as potentially de-aging him the way they did with Nick Fury, meaning that they want him a little bit closer to what he looked like before. But the way he said it, I don't know if he said that's what happened or if he was talking about that as a potential experience for how they could have made this happen. The other thing he confirmed was that the character will be picking up where he left off in Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire, meaning that he's probably in that lake, potentially drowning. Jesse, what's going on, man? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking, was he supposed to have this interview? Because it's very spoilery. Like, they had to give him permission to say all this stuff because this is the first time he's ever said, "Yeah, I'm in it. Yeah, I'm playing the same character. Yeah, they're gonna de-age me to look like I just came out of 2002." Like, that completely came out of left field. Like, I thought they were trying to keep the secret, and I know there's still some secrets left, but like, damn. I mean, I honestly didn't think he'd just be like, "Yeah, I'm in the movie." So they had to have given him permission, right? You thinking? Because that's just crazy. Because we knew he was in the movie, but we didn't know if he was playing the same version, a multiverse version, like another character, like they did with what's his name, Jameson, John Jonah, JJJ, whatever. But he's like legit just said, "Yeah, I'm the same character, and I probably don't die." So like they're gonna do some kind of portal thing and like grab him from 2002 and save him from drowning. Like what? What's going on in this movie?
Right. So obviously it's all speculation, and so what I'm about to say, take it with a grain of salt, right? But they had said that because Doctor Strange is going to be in it, that there's a potential for like a rift in the fabrics of space time. Part of what WandaVision was supposed to do was the introduction of the multiverse and being able to like do something with it, and how it would relate to mutants. So what we, as far as that goes, right, the time space manipulation and the multiverse, as far as that goes, we know very little of it. So it's possible that that's what they're gonna do with they rip a hole and that's how they get this Doc Ock in this universe. But reports were also stating that he was going to be this universe's Otto Octavius, and that his goals and his come up prior to the meeting of Peter Parker was going to be the same. So they said the same thing about what's his name, Jamie Foxx, when he comes as Electro, that it's going to be the same thing, that it's some weirdo dude working for Oscorp and everything. He's obsessed about Peter, or rather about Spider-Man. But everything that happens afterwards is obviously going to be different. Like everything that transpires after they become the villains is changing. So I don't know, man, how they're going to play it. Like I said, they'll probably do it that way where he just always was who he was, and he did this experiment either way and it failed. So I don't know. But as far as your question, if Marvel gave him the okay, they have to. They have to.
There's
They
no
have
way
to.
he would just like, "Oh, I'm gonna sit down for an interview and spoil the whole movie."
Yeah, dude. Like, Well, I mean, that's not spoiling the whole movie. It's really spoiling just his introduction.
Because I
But
mean, we still don't know if Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are in it,
right,
but
right,
we know like they got to be in it because like their stunt doubles were on Instagram tagging each other. Like the stunt double for Andrew Garfield tagged the stunt double for Tobey Maguire, and it was like, oh, great to finally work on a scene with you, and like we know what you're doing.
yeah,
So clearly that they don't want to spoil that, but like we know what's going on.
yeah.
We don't know to what extent, but we know what's going on.
Yeah, so I think he definitely got the okay to say something, and at the very least, I don't think he really spoiled anything outside of what we don't already know or already suspect. Like I said, it was my understanding that the way that they're gonna get the bad guys are gonna get introduced is that they were always there. So his response just adds to that. So, but yeah, God, can you imagine if he fucking didn't have the okay?
He'd be in trouble.
He'd be in trouble. He'd be in
He'd be
trouble.
fired.
Probably.
But we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Last on the list here. So a couple months ago, X-Men gave everyone a chance to vote for who's going to be the next on the next X-Men team in the comics, and we finally got our confirmation with a really sweet picture. The full team is going to be Cyclops, Marvel Girl, Professor Xavier, Rogue, Wolverine by X-23, Sync, Sunfire, and then the fans voted for Polaris to join the team. Now, this is huge just because a lot of people were upset about Polaris joining the team because they wanted somebody else, but clearly the fans wanted Polaris, so she's on the squad. Now, as I said, the picture looks amazing that introduces them, but I think the storylines comes out after what is it? I forget what it's called now. But it's the one where Professor X is wearing like the helmet and he's wearing like a skin suit. I forget what the new storyline is, but it comes after that, and I think it's huge, just for comics as far as that goes. Jesse, I know you're not a big comic book fan, but your thoughts on fans at the very least voting for a new member in the comics?
I hate everyone and everything. If I don't like it, it sucks. I don't know. I need to follow. Man, I need to get back into. I mean, I was at one point in the comics. I think I slowly drifted away into like movies and animated shows, and I kind of left comics behind. But I was pretty into them, like when I was like 9. But X-Men are cool. Like I don't even know what's going on, dude. Ugh.
Nah,
Like I mean,
I
I know
listen,
everything about the films, but like what's going on in comic verse? I'm
yeah.
not too informed on.
Hey, you guys in chat, what's going on? Abby, thank you so much. Or Methlab, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Love you. God, you're so beautiful. Thank you, Senor Melon. I appreciate it. That sounds like a super cool toy, though. She's referring to the Optimus. Hell yeah, it's dope. And then Kevin's in the chat, too. What's going on, fellas? Anyways. Look, as far as comic books go, comic books, I think, are still great. A great way to tell stories of these characters. There have been some really crazy things. I would highly recommend the Metal series from DC Comics. This is fucking amazing story. As far as X-Men goes, I've always liked the X-Men. I think their stories have been amazing, and their current run right now I think is really good. I think it's awesome that the fans were able to vote for a character that they wanted to join the team. I think to have that community feedback, I think, was really important for them, and I think that's cool. As far as people like Jesse not being really into comics, it's one of those things where, like, first of all, you got to find a comic book shop, right? And depending on where you live, they could be hard to find. I know where I was living, there was like 2 in like a 10-mile radius, and it was really hard to find stuff. So you're not being into comics.
Like,
yeah.
Do people still read comics, or like is everything all digital now?
I mean, they're still digital, but yeah, people are definitely still reading comics.
Like,
I mean,
if I wanted to follow a story from like 1 to issue 30, like how would I do that? Like,
So-
would I need to just track them down, or do I get them sent to my house? Like if I sign up directly through Marvel, do I get them sent or like what? Like
I
if I
think if you
wanted to do it.
I think if you sign up with Marvel, I think you get digital. But if you want to go, like, you have to get a subscription at an actual comic book shop, and you usually don't have to pay anything for the subscription. But what it is every time um, the issue of that comic comes in, or a new issue gets in, they put one off to the side for you specifically, and so you just pay for it as it comes through.
Oh,
But
so it's not like Sports Illustrated where I get it monthly in the mail.
I think you can, but I'm not sure because I think they're trying to move to digital, so you might have
Oh,
to
that's
check on
fine.
that. But I mean, there's other resources. I like to listen to Comic Books Explained. The Rob Core, like, I'm a fan of how he explains the different storylines that happen in comics, and that's how I keep up to date. Just because I don't always have time to buy comics, especially like to remember to buy them like on the consistent basis that you should be buying them to be into the story. Plus, I don't collect comic books like that anymore. I unless it's a Michael Turner comic book, I don't really buy comics. So, but I still am very interested in the stories that are told in the comics. So I listen to a lot of Comic Books Explained or other channels that do something similar. So that's how I stay involved. That's how I stay in the know. That's why I was excited to share this because I thought it was really cool that they did this fan poll, which is why I wanted to bring up, even though I know Jesse isn't really into comics, and that's okay. No one hates you for it.
I think everyone hates me.
Well,
That's just my personal belief.
well, that's
It's
on you
okay.
then. Yeah.
I'm better than everyone, so it's fine. Everyone is beneath me.
All right. Well, anyone in chat, do you guys have questions that you guys want to know more about? Let us know. Go ahead and post that while you guys are trying to come up with those questions. I want to remind everyone that we stream live every Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You get the full show live on Twitch, twitch.tv/TotallyAFan, TAF. If for whatever reason you can't catch the live show, podcast does go up Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can find it on anchor.fm/TotallyFan or wherever else you like to listen to podcasts on Google Play, iTunes Music, etc. If you can't catch either of those, we're also on YouTube. So please make sure you guys comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. We sprinkle the clips and stuff throughout the week, and then full episode goes up on Wednesday. So we've reached that point where we switch things over and we're going to go to a more relaxed podcast style conversation.
Oh yeah, I'm so relaxed.
Yeah. How's everyone doing, first of all? Hope everyone's doing great. Jesse, what's going on with you? What's new?
Oh, I'm just enjoying life. Sitting here in my man cave, kicking my feet up, wearing no pants. You know, the usual.
The huge. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well, your boy's got his hands on a bunch of nerd shit, and I really want to talk about it because it's nerd
Mini
shit.
figures?
No, not minifigures. Although I did get
No,
a.
17 figures.
Oh no.
Like with the big boobies,
No, I don't
you
collect
know?
those.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Some people do.
Oh yeah, I know a lot
And
of
then,
people do, but I don't.
and then they like to collect their specimen all over it. But you know,
Ew.
I didn't say anything bad. I said specimen. Could be anything.
Fucking Jesse, you're gross sometimes. You know that. So I got myself here.
We all do it. It's fine.
Alrighty, all right. So I got myself here a Mirage action figure. Really happy to get the bamboozles, but I want to kind of custom paint it a little bit just because the paint job doesn't look too good on this. It looks decent, but like it could be better. But since we were talking about $700 action figures, I figured I share some of the things I got. A lot of it is Steelbook Collector's Edition of things because Steelbook is amazing. I got here Forrest Gump. Here, let's go full screen. I got myself here a copy of Forrest Gump. It's one of my top 3 favorite movies of all time. I could watch it 100 times over and over and over again and never get bored. It's just that good. I also got here the Mortal Kombat Steelbook Collection. This is 1 and 2. So in honor of the new Mortal Kombat movie coming out, April 23rd, I got that. Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. Because I always thought it was a good movie. Now we're getting retro. I got The Wizard, a collector's edition. It's got like a little 8-bit case. It's freaking dope. I got Rad. This is like an old school BMX movie. Came out, I don't know, I think like in late 80s, early 90s. Then we got here Back to the Future. Nice steelbook set. And then I got the Legend of Korra in the steelbook set. I haven't taken it out of the package yet. So I got a bunch of nerd shit. I thought it was cool, and I wanted to share it. That's new with me. Jesse?
I don't have anything to share. I got the same old shit.
Oh.
I should I don't know. I like collecting pop figures, and then I get the people to sign them. So it might be awesome cons coming up this year.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man,
If they don't
conventions,
cancel
bro.
it, but it's looking pretty good. So I might get some people to
Actually,
build upon.
Actually, you know what? Talking about conventions, I think it's also a good point to bring up, too. But before I bring up that point, as far as conventions go, dude, I'm really sad that, like, some of them aren't even sure about 2022. Like MagFest, I think is still they're talking about it. There's a couple other ones. Now that I'm here in Los Angeles, I really want to go to the San Diego Comic Con. I also want to go to LAX or not LAX, Anime
Yeah,
X.
I
But
heard they're doing in person for San Diego, but they're moving it to like Thanksgiving. But a lot of actors like don't want to go.
yeah,
You
I
know,
don't think it'd be a good idea to go. Honestly, if we got all of our shit straight, we could have ended up like Australia and New Zealand a couple months into this thing, but it sucks, and I totally understand where they're coming from. I don't feel comfortable going to a movie theater, and I really want to go to a movie theater to watch some of these movies that are coming out. I want to go support.
Ace Jam.
No, Mortal Kombat,
Oh, come on, dude!
Godzilla
Space
versus
Jam's so
Kong.
dope.
I don't know, dude. I'm not a
Dude, the Iron
LeBron fan.
Giant's in it.
I'm not a LeBron
Yogi
fan. I think
Bear's
that's
in
what's
it.
killing it for me. Is LeBron.
You're a LeBron hater, huh?
Yeah, I love Michael Jordan too much, man.
It's fine.
But yeah, man. So I want to bring up a point too. So obviously these conventions are being closed or they're going through whatever they're going through because of the pandemic. But the pandemic's also fucking up movies too. A lot of movies keep getting delayed, and I know it's pissing people off. But the reason why they're getting delayed is because with vaccines being on the rise and people getting vaccinated is on the rise, they want to try to push these movies to get full theater, like to optimize the theater experience because they make more money in theaters than they do you guys watch by watching it on HBO Max, or watching it on Disney Plus or whatever the case is. So, for an example, Mortal Kombat got delayed from last week to the 23rd, or rather yesterday. It was supposed to come out on the 16th. It got delayed to the 23rd. Black Widow also got delayed. Top Gun Maverick got delayed from July to November. Part of it is because Tom Cruise wants to have a bigger opening. He wants to do like a world tour kind of thing, like what they do with other blockbuster movies. And the reason for the delay is the pandemic because they're trying to get better and everyone's having high hopes. But even then, like I said, I don't. People are getting vaccinated like crazy here in California, but I still don't feel comfortable going to a movie theater to watch a movie. So the fact that actors don't want to show up to these conventions, like it's totally understandable. But
Well, we'll get there.
yeah,
We'll get there eventually.
yeah. Have you done any of the like digital meetups or any of the digital conventions?
Not personally. I've seen a lot of them. It's just I don't know. It's just not the same.
Mm.
I mean, they're cool. They're all right, but it's just not. It's not the same going in person. Meeting everyone, hanging out.
Yeah,
It sucks.
yeah. One thing I like doing is going to the dealer's room and really just looking at everything being sold. I like looking at artists' work. Like I'll go to a bunch of their tables and look at them either sketch stuff out or if they have digital paintings, and I usually look at that stuff. And then I go to buy shit too, right? I go to collect stuff as well. So not being able to do that is such a bummer. It was part of my like routine. There would be 3 or 4 cons that we for sure go to every year, and then a couple little ones here and there depending on the situation.
And I'm just worried about MagFest specifically because, like, even before we had a global pandemic, MagFest was just filthy.
Yeah.
So, like, now, like, it's just gonna be. There's no way you can have that. It's just so gross.
Yeah,
Like, ugh.
there's like a huge thing at MacFest where like they'll have people with signs about like, oh, free deodorant and that's like the little travel size, right? But it's like free deodorant if you need it, and trust me, you need it kind of signs. And yeah, man, you would go anywhere to any room, and it would people would complain about how bad it smells because of the body odor. I know some people that always carried like a smack ton of hand sanitizer just after playing arcades or even playing on consoles. Just go straight to hand sanitizer and wiping your hands down, dude. It was pretty bad, and again, that was pre-COVID. That's gross. That's so gross. So what's gonna happen after COVID?
Everyone's gonna be in the bubble. Everyone's gonna cosplay as Bubble Boy, and then we'll be all right.
Yeah, they'll be. That's pretty insane. But
Well, the furries are good, right? They're protected in their fursuits.
yeah, they don't really have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
They don't really touch. I mean, I guess they do play games, but they don't. They're wearing gloves, so
Do they? Like, how do you play in a giant like fursuit? I don't think can you. You got those big like paws? No way.
I think it depends on the game.
We should ask a furry. We should go get one and interview him. It's like, how do you play games? Do you keep the giant wolf paws on, or do you take them off, or that kind of breaks the illusion once you take them off?
Yeah, that's funny. Let's see, but yeah, fucking the Rona, dude. It's messing with everything. The biggest thing for me has been it's just how it's messing up the enjoyment of content, right? Like everything got delayed. We should have had these movies already. We should have been watching Falcon Winter Soldier and all these other shows. But it's not just that, it's other movies too.
Yeah, everything's out of order because there's a character that appears in Falcon and Winter Soldier that was supposed to appear in Black Widow first. So
Yeah.
this new character appears, and we're like, who the heck is that? So it was
Well,
introduced like later, So they were supposed to be in Black Widow, and
yeah.
then we would have been like, oh, that's that person from Black Widow. Now
Well,
everything's screwed up.
well,
And,
comic book fans will know who she is because of her name, but
comic book fans are nerds.
yeah, I see where you're coming from. Yeah, that was a big thing too. Was they were supposed to introduce her in Black Widow, so you know, it sucks, dude. It's like honestly, this whole pandemic has been messing with everything. All the delays, the reshifting of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, even I think stuff with DC. To be honest, I don't know if we would have gotten the Snyder Cut if it wasn't for the pandemic. I don't know, dude. Just a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff's happening, guys.
Don't worry, we'll get there.
What's going on, Superman? How you doing, bud? Yeah.
We're all stronger together.
So what else is going on? The Resident Evil movie that's coming onto Netflix.
Is it just me, or the new Resident Evil game just looks okay?
No, I was gonna say something too.
Like, it looks more the same. It looks perfectly fine. It doesn't, it's not like stands out. Just looks okay. Looks fun. Just play it once and then throw it in the garbage.
Ageism funny. Snyder Cut death only happened because of the pandemic. Also, hi Def. Hey, yeah, I agree. The pandemic is probably the only reason why we got it. So going back to what we were saying. There's only so much you can do. I feel like when it comes to zombies, I think what they need to do is focus on maybe something that's more story oriented, where it's more cinematic and rather than more like, because like the Resident Evil remake was pretty fun. I saw John play it. John's a member of the community. I saw him play it, and like it looks like the current round of games, as far as like graphics goes, and then story wise was the old game. So I just think moving forward they need to have better stories. because there's not really much you can do with the AI and the zombies, the gameplay mechanics. You know,
Vampires now, right?
yeah, that's also weird. It's a
Big
matter of time
giant
before.
vampire mistress.
Yeah, it's
You
only a
can
matter of time before they start introducing like what do you call it? Frankenstein's monster and the
you
like
can step on
mummies
my
and
crotch any day,
yeah.
all night long.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Yeah, so the animated movie's coming out on Netflix. It's gonna feature Leon, I think, as the main character. Um, they just came out with like a picture or two, and it looks okay. Doesn't look too special. Um, Gundam's getting a TV show on Netflix. It's gonna be live action. I'm really curious how they're gonna do that because we had this conversation before, right? When you have like a Netflix budget versus like having a like a movie studio budget. A Netflix budget for Gundam, I feel like we're gonna get shitty CGI robots rather than like actual like practical sets, all right, or practical effects. Somebody building the actual cockpit of the Gundam versus somebody CGIing it. That's something I'm kind of worried about. And I assume you're not a Gundam fan because you're not an anime fan, right?
Nah,
No.
no.
Yeah.
I think I bought one. I don't know which one it is. Whichever one came out in like '99, I bought one of those little figures you have to put together and paint.
Oh, the model kits. Oh yeah, I have them right here.
Yeah, and I don't remember. I think I
This one,
built it. I think it was very sloppy. Yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
And that was about the extent of my Gundam history.
Damn, Gundam was really good. Um, they have a lot of versions of it, and there is a depending on which version you're watching, there is like a general story to follow. But overall, I think it's a great show, and I definitely recommend watching it at some point. But you, since you're not really into anime, just not much I could say, I guess. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of other stuff that happened or that's happening. Like League of Legends is gonna get a full movie, or is gonna get a live action movie. Actually, they're trying to make it a League of Legends cinematic universe. So I expect them to have at least the trilogy in mind. Um, Jesse, your thoughts on that?
I zoned out. What are we talking about?
Jesus Christ, Jesse.
I'm sorry. I zoned out completely.
All right, so you're not a
League,
league
legal.
fan. You're not a league fan. All right. I mean, I'm not either, but you
I'll
know,
tell you what I like. I'll tell you. There's three things I like. I like video games. I like food, and I like boobies.
is
Those are the
League of
three
Legends is League of Legends not a video game?
things. Console games.
Uh-huh. Okay.
There you go.
Well, are there
I'll
any new
follow that.
console games that are in the works that you're excited for, Jess?
Don't involve pizza or boobies. I don't know. Probably not.
Jesus Christ. We know Shredder's Revenge got a
Got
some
a
gameplay.
10-second gameplay footage.
Yeah, we got some gameplay
Why
footage
why
from
they
that.
why they gotta be such a tease? Like literally, it was like a 30-second trailer. Like, what are they doing?
don't know.
I want the game. Stop teasing me, bro.
That's funny. I'm trying to think what else, man. There's a lot of other stuff that was going on too. Pizza and boobies, best combo ever. Agreed.
I mean, not
Look, it's not a bad.
That'd
It's
be
not a
too
bad.
messy.
It's not a bad combination. I'm not gonna lie. All right. I'm willing to agree. It's pretty
If
solid.
you had to combine them, I would recommend either whipped cream or chocolate sauce, but not pizza. That's sticky and hot and too cheesy.
Oh, did you hear that Konami is they're making a new game after reportedly not making
Is it
games anymore?
is it called Silent Hill?
No, it's Getsu Fumaden, Undying Moon. It's a reboot of a Japanese exclusive Famicom game in 1987. You call yourself a game fan, I figured this might be something that you'd know something about, with it being Konami.
Sorry, I zoned out
Jesse,
again.
are you not a fan? Are you not? Is that what's
You
happening?
want some breaking news? I got some breaking news.
What's your breaking news?
Breaking news: Amazon cancels its Lord of the Rings MMORPG.
Ah,
This just came in.
why
So
did they cancel it?
apparently they were working. I don't know. They were working on a Lord of the Rings MMO. First announced 2019, and it is canceled. It is dead.
I wonder why they canceled it. If they have a TV show that's
Um,
coming out, why would they cancel the game?
I don't know. I think something with the license. It looks like. I don't know.
Well, more on that because I'm actually very interested in Lord of the Rings.
More on that next week.
Yeah, next week. But that's interesting that they canceled it. Again, they have a TV show coming out. Actually, their budget. I don't know if the official number got released, but I know that their budget, according to insiders, is almost 5 times more than that of Game of Thrones. So maybe that could have something to do with it. Maybe whatever money that they could have used for the game is now being funneled into the making of the TV series, of the Amazon Prime series. So who knows? And there's also, have you seen that picture of, like, scientists say that our hands are going to be increasing in shape because everyone's busy playing video games, and then they have like a
Why?
sample.
That's so stupid.
Well, then they have a sample of like what video games are going to look like, or sorry, what controllers are going to look like to fit our gamer hands, and they just look
Someone
like
was
the same.
smoking when they came up with that.
Yeah,
Doesn't make
dude.
any sense from a scientific standpoint.
Yeah, right. Especially considering that game or that controllers, some controllers are winning awards because of how ergonomic they are to how our hands are now. So why would it be that our hands change
You know
if
how many years of evolution it would take to change our hands?
a lot, a lot? There's so,
That's dumb.
yeah, I saw it and I was like, dude, what the fuck is happening? Why are people? And then the fact that people are talking about it like it's legitimately happening with our hands, it's like, dude, what are you doing? What are you talking about? These controllers are made to fit our hands, not the other way around. So why would it change it not in our favor?
I mean, I remember that the original PS3 controller, like that gray boomerang, like maybe if that was around, maybe our we grow alien hands.
Oh yeah, I remember that thing.
But
God, I
other
thought that
than
was
that,
so ugly.
I don't know. That's just dumb.
I thought that PS3 controller was so ugly. I'm so glad that they didn't go with it. But people kept trying to push it for even for the PS4. They said it was going to be that boomerang.
That's gross.
Yeah, and it's funny because the controller hasn't changed until the 5. It's been the same thing. What's his name? Mr. Rogers is actually his old house in Pittsburgh is going on the market for $855,000, I believe.
Like the house he lived in, or the
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers house.
No, Mr. Rogers' house was a set piece. The house that
What?
he lived in Pittsburgh
No, he
is
lived in a house. He lived in the make believe land. Don't tell me he didn't actually live there.
Jesse. That
Stop
was a set.
ruining my childhood.
Oh my God, Jesse! It was a set, bro.
No, no, dude.
Yes.
He lived with King Friday and Daniel Tiger in the land of make believe. So don't even joke about that.
All right. All right. Well, his second house in Pittsburgh is going
Yeah,
for
there we go.
sale, and it's on the market for $855,000. I think that's crazy. I would assume that it would go for more considering it's his house, but I guess in that area the market's pretty good for houses because I feel like 855 is not that much compared to like houses here in California and even houses in Virginia where like I was living at. There were some houses that were on the market for like at least $1 million, and I'm like, what the hell? Um, I'm just going through my list now. Give me a second, see if I can't find. Oh, did you know that Home Alone is getting a reboot?
Ew.
Yeah,
Add it to the list of things that should never be touched again.
yeah. So the film is gonna star Archie Yates from Jojo Rabbit, Rob Delaney, who was in Deadpool 2, Ellie Kemper from The Office, Ali Mackey from Toy Story 4, Chris Parnell from Saturday Night Live.
So it's a movie, not or a show.
It's a movie. Aisling B from Living with
Ugh.
Yourself, Pete Holmes from Crashing, and Timothy Simmons from Veep. I forgot who like the main. I think they have the kid. Oh, I think Kenan Thompson is gonna star in it too. From Kenan and Kel. Yeah. So that's getting made, and the director, I forgot his name, but the director from the original Home Alone, he's kind of like, he's like, why? Like, why are you gonna remake this? Like, it's one of
Yeah,
those movies
that's
where
gross.
it's one of those movies where even today it's still popular. It wasn't a shit movie. It's still good. Why would you consider like remaking it? Like, you're not gonna hit the, you're not gonna strike the same lightning that the original did. So why even try? Why bother? And that was something that I think I'm going to use as a, what do you call it? As like a way to judge reboots in the future, right? Is like if that movie was good because of the time it was made in, or if it was good because of circumstances and the culture of that time, and you're trying to remake it. If it doesn't make sense or hold up, then I'm probably not going to be like, I'm gonna probably be less inclined to want to watch it. Jesse, just
Sorry, zoning that again.
oh my
Yes,
god, dude.
I
Jesse,
agree.
why, dude? If you were just gonna zone out of the whole show, why even do it today?
No, I'm here, man. I'm here. Sorry.
It feels like you're not, dude. It feels like you're gone. Are you okay?
No, no. I'm good.
Do you want to talk
I'm good.
about it?
Yes, please.
Let's talk.
Actually, you know what? I do, but not now. We can save a segment for next week.
For next
If you
week,
want.
dude. We just
Yeah,
talk
sure.
about it right now.
Oh,
We still have time.
do we?
Yes,
Do we?
we have like 15 minutes.
Do we?
Is it nerd related or not?
No.
Okay, then it's probably not safe for work. So we'll probably.
Hey, all right.
All right.
We
Well,
can,
if Jesse doesn't
we can
appear in
we
the
can
future, you guys will know why.
we can do
Something
totally
was going
fan
on.
after dark. Talk about it.
Oh man, that's actually something I do want to kind of bring up, guys. I do plan on having more content. I want to do content on TikTok, and I'm talking to an editor who's gonna help edit TikTok videos for me. While Jesse focuses on his thing, I want to try to take some of the pressures off of Jesse. So I'm excited about TikTok content. It's not going to be like typical TikTok content. It's still going to be news related stuff, but I feel like because TikTok is what it is, I feel like we can get some really cool stuff on there. And then I'm also going to have that information on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram as well. So definitely make sure you guys are following on the social media side of things for those updates. But yeah, there's a specific type of content that I'm going to be doing on TikTok, and I'm really excited for it because I think it's going to be fun. And it'll also help you guys kind of learn some new things that you didn't learn about. I think it's going to be really educational, and it's part of me trying to build value for the viewers. So we'll see if that helps.
You gonna be doing memes?
No, not memes.
No TikTok challenges.
I was thinking about doing TikTok challenges actually, but like what kinds?
Dude, whatever the kids like, man.
Well, that's the thing. I don't
Whatever
know.
the Gen Z, whatever the hell they're called, whatever they like now.
I don't know. That's why I was asking you because I don't know.
Dude, I'm just a simple millennial. I don't know anything.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, yeah. There are challenges I want to do. There's some like voiceover or like voice acting challenges that I really want to try. So I'll probably do some of those. I think that'll be a lot of fun, and do some of the anime ones. So that's gonna be that. We're still doing news content on Facebook and Twitter, and then art and miscellaneous shenanigans on Instagrams. But hold on, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. There is. I want to do more reviews about stuff, whether it's a trailer, whether it's a product, content, whatever it is. We're going to try to do more stuff. I'm going to see if we can find a way to make time. Keep in mind, though, like some like trailer reacts, they might come super late just because when a trailer drops, I'm at work and I can't really record myself reacting to the trailer at work. So I will try to hold off trailer reactions until later at night. I'll record them and then see if we can edit them and then have them up. But that's something that I want to try to do for you guys because I think reviewing content as well as products helps you guys with making informed decisions about the type of content that you guys intake. So, Jesse, do you have any other ideas for content?
I don't know, man. Just copy whatever the kids are doing.
Oh man,
You want to be the cool part of the cool kids gang. Just do whatever they're doing.
I'd rather be much more innovative than copy what everybody else is doing.
Nah, man. That's how all the big stars got their big break. They just
Exactly.
copied something else.
No. I wanna do something more innovative. I wanna have something that nobody else has. They can have it, you know. It's not something that's locked only to me, but I wanna be the, I guess like the first, right? The patient zero, like Ninja was with Fortnite. I want to be that. I don't want to be what Ninja is, but I want to be like that guy that got big on the because he was the first kind of thing, you know? And I feel like it can happen. I don't know how, but I feel like it can happen. God, Jesse, I feel, dude,
I'm here.
if you didn't want to do the show, man.
I'm here. Do I need to be talking the whole time?
No, but your input is, you know, we don't want dead air.
All right. I'll fix it. Here we go. I agree. That is a good idea. Yes.
I am sensitive to your feelings.
I am here for you.
Oh my God. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Well, if you
Thank
got
you.
nothing else, I really don't got anything else either. We can
Thank
just
you.
wrap it
And
up.
good night.
All
See
right.
you next week.
That's right, guys. See you next week. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day, hanging out with us here again. Like I said, we really appreciate the love. The live streams are live on twitch.tv/TotallyAFan TAF every Saturday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you can't catch the live show, we have the podcast on anchor.fm/TotallyFan. It goes up Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or on wherever else you'd like to listen to podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, etc., etc. If for whatever reason you can't catch the stream or the podcast, the YouTube video does go live up on Wednesday, but you can catch clips and segments of the show sprinkled throughout the week. So thank you guys again so much for coming through. If you guys love what we do here and want to help support the channel, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing videos on the YouTube as well as Twitch. Or you can subscribe absolutely for free using Twitch Prime. Absolutely no cost to you so long as you have Amazon Prime. And then, of course, we have our merch store with the Mortal Kombat masks. They're on sale now. You can still get them. Not sure if... I'm pretty sure at this point, if you order them, you won't have them in time for the movie, but they're still really dope to have. So that'll be huge if you want to help support the stream. Thank you guys, as always. On behalf of Jesse, this has been TotallyAFan. I will catch you guys on the next time. But until then, as always, thanks for coming.